Our next speaker will share with us his journey leading to the foundation of Planet Tech, a wastewater treatment company. Please welcome to the stage my personal hero, Hürriyet Necdet Aydog.
From a corporate, from a Fortune 500 corporate GM to entrepreneurship. Starting my own small business. Sounds challenging? Now hear this. From selling Pepsi Cola, a worldwide known brand, to selling wastewater treatment units that nobody wants to pay a penny for. Make it worse, manufacture the monster instead of importing it. Well, I decided to start my own wastewater treatment company, Planet Tech, 10 years ago, when I was 44 years old. Why did I do it? Well, I saw the depleting clean water sources, and I decided to take a step for the better, because the danger was coming for clean water sources. How did I do it? I had this enthusiasm and burning desire to make a change for the better for the world. So I decided to take the journey to make it better. The Native American boy, he asks his grandfather, "So grandfather, what do you think about the world situation?" And the grandfather answers, "Well, I have two wolves fighting inside me. One of them is love and passion, and the other one is anger and hatred. So which one is going to win?" "The one I feed, of course," he answers. "And I have two wolves." Now I think I beat one of them, I think. I had two wolves inside me. One of them is hope and optimism, and the other one is ignorance and cynicism. I always been on the hopeful side, try to make a change for the better, for the world. The change starts with us, with individuals, with you and me. I started getting concerned about the world situation when I was a teenager. Here I was enrolled at TED Ankara College. It's a private high school. I'm a lucky young guy. And yet I see all these kids working on the streets. I saw child labor. I was 16 years old, and I started to get concerned. I got my camera, and I decided to I wanted to get attention of people, to the homeless people, to the people on the street. I thought I could cause some awareness to the problems of the people like this. The older I got, the more I'm concerned about the people, and the more I learned about the problems, like unjust distribution of the wealth, women abuse. So I decided I wanted to get more involved about these problems. Back then, if I knew Bob Dylan, I think he would definitely be my hero with his very simple words. What good I am if I see, don't do. What good are we if we see and don't do? There are so many problems in the world that you cannot see, you cannot turn your back to, you cannot close your eyes to, you cannot bury your head in the sand. So I decided to take this step to make it better for the world. Here I am a photographer, and I decided to take more pictures so that I can get more awareness of the people, actually, for the problems. This one for the child labor. I took pictures. And then I saw Van Gogh's work. His anxiety was, how can he serve the world? So I said, I guess I'm not all that weird. If I want to do something for this world, well, it is a mission, because I think I can make a change. It is a mission. I have to do something for this world, because this is the only planet that we are living in. That's what I figured out. So after the college, I wanted to join a corporate. I wanted to be a corporate man. And I was very lucky. I joined Pepsi Cola. Here I was a manager at Pepsi Cola for 5 years. And after that, I was in a German giant called Bayersdorf, manufacturer of Nivea, Hansaplast, and Tesa, and I was the general manager of one of these companies. I was very happy. Nice paycheck, nice cars, enjoying everything that comes with it. But somehow, I wasn't enjoying it. There was something missing. all that work, all that hard work, all that effort, at the end, was going for millions of gallons of soft drink or German products. Now, I respect everybody's definition of success. That wasn't my definition of success. I wanted to do something else with my education, with everything I had, with whatever made me. I wanted to be something else. I wanted to serve even the next generation with whatever I do. So I decided to start my own company. At the age of 44, I decided to start my wastewater treatment company. Now, I could have started, for example, could be a photographer, an activist photographer, and follow the footsteps of Master Salgado in Brazil and make a change in the world with my photographs. I decided to do wastewater treatment. Why? Because I saw this coming. Just 10 days ago or 9 days ago, that was in Brazil, including Sao Paulo, they were able to give water to 10 cities for only 10 hours in 72 hours because they had no water. Now, I'm talking about Brazil, Sao Paulo. I'm not talking about deserts of Saudi Arabia. So this is a serious problem that I wanted to do something with. I knew it was coming to Turkey as well. So that's why I saw this coming. Now, I'm not the only one who saw this. I think the American Indian fellow saw it 150 years ago, and he says, when the last tree is cut down, the last fish is eaten, and the last stream is poisoned, you realize that you cannot eat money. We cannot eat our iPhones and cars. We have to protect the environment. We have to pay attention to this because it is our future. So, I'm going to show this disturbing picture to you. That's why I chose this company to start. The name of my company is Planet Tech. Planet, as you know, planet, and tech, in English is technology, Planet Technologies. But in Turkish, the one and only. We have one planet, the one and only. We have to protect it because the water is as valuable as gold. If you are the mother or father of this child, would you prefer gold or water? I'm not going to keep it too much on the screen, but I hope it does remain in your minds. So, what I did, started my company. Let me tell you a little bit about the wastewater treatment. In Turkey, there are over 1,000 treatment companies, wastewater treatment companies. So what's so special about mine? Most of these wastewater treatment companies use a very classical system that requires a lot of energy and a lot of maintenance. So what happens with all this energy and all that maintenance, unfortunately they don't work and they fail. They shut them off. This technology, which is a German technology, but 100% made in Turkey, I even put a blue bead on it to protect it from evil eye. And we build this, we manufacture this unit, which saves 90% energy and is very easy to maintain. At this moment, when we're talking, almost 35 to 40,000 people's wastewater is being treated with our units that we have built. So I'm very proud of it. It's 100% made in Turkey. It's a German technology. Here I am, 10 years ago almost, very proud, with my beautiful wife and my daughter, I finally made this unit. And I'm going to be very successful. I'm going to become a hero in my heart. I'll make a difference in the world. Well, I guess not. The machine kept breaking. And I had to go back, fix it, go back, fix it, go back and fix it. And you know what? All that mechanical failure wasn't the problem. The real problem was in the minds of the people because they really didn't care about the environment protection. I'll tell you a true story. This guy says, well, I don't really need a wastewater treatment unit, but sir, you got this factory and you're giving your wastewater to the river. I don't care. But you know what the Native Americans have said? You know, we borrowed this world from grandchildren, from our grandchildren. Here's the answer. I'm not Native American, and I don't have grandchildren. Wow. I thought I was a good salesman. It was very difficult, and it's still difficult. I made this choice because I believe in it, And I think I have to fight for it to make a change for the better for the world. And this picture makes me so proud because from wastewater, we turn into water that we can use for irrigation. I have lots of quotations that I like, but this one I would like to share with you. 100 years from now, it will not matter what my bank account was, the sort of house I lived in, or the kind of car I drove, but the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child. So, I chose to go with this. Could be one child, 1,000 children. It depends on how high you set your target. My daughter was very frustrated when I started business because the business wasn't going good. And she says, "Dad, so you wanted to save the world? You're the hero, you think?" Hero? I wish you saved us first because the business was going so bad. But same daughter of mine, she was in Taksim, in Gezi Park demonstrations last summer, as if she's the one to save the country, the city. A park from becoming a shopping center. Well, she took that brave step, and I'm very proud of her. And lots of people took that brave step. 7 people died, God bless their souls, but that park hasn't turned into a shopping center. I think that was worth it, that we make a demonstration. We had to take a stand for the better. When you take that brave step, let them ignore you. You ignore them back. And they will laugh at you. They will ridicule you. They told me, they said, "So you're going to fight against the windmills?" I guess I will have to, because I believe in it. And when they fight you, fight back. At the end, the whole world is going to win. We are going to win. I go to schools, I teach them about the value of the water, clean water sources, and environment protection. That's what I do. And then the people say, these kids, they're very smart. They say, "Are you doing what you're telling us to do?" Yes. My life is my message, and we should pay attention. And we should pay attention to give that message as good as it could get. Because people follow heroes. People, when I say heroes, we are all heroes with whatever we do. We are responsible for everything we do, and also we don't. If you see a problem, universal problem in the world, child labor, the ecological problem, social problem, we are responsible if we don't take an action. That's how I saw things. Here is a word from 13th century. We will all taste death, but the real question is, how many of us will really taste life? Now, meaningful life is living by giving and caring. If we leave the ignorance and if we leave the cynicism, just imagine that this world is going to become a paradise. We just have to take the courage and the braveness to take that bold step. I did that 10 years ago. I had very difficult times. I fell many times. I ran out of light at the end of the tunnel many times. My knees are still bleeding. It's still not an easy job. But if I made a difference in one child's life, which I humbly believe I did, I consider myself successful. If you think you cannot do this alone, as a person, as an individual, think again, please. Because there are lots of heroes. There are lots of heroes who made this world a better place. You are all heroes, and I personally believe, if you take that bold step, if you pick a cause, and become the hero of your cause, you'll become successful and the world will become a better place. And you know what? You may be the hero the world is expecting long for. Thank you.